Okay, everybody, just wanted to do a quick video this morning. Some of the news headlines. Food prices jumped most since 1974. Housing has dropped, the biggest drop since 1984. You got your food prices that's just skyrocketing, fuel skyrocketing, the housing, the construction industry, what is it, 22%? It's ridiculous. You know, I've been posting things up for about 2.5 years, you know, and in the beginning a lot of you, oh, you're crazy, you know. Me storing and getting into the prepping side of a lot of this, you know, I've been called crazy, nuts, this and that. Do you think that I'm crazy now? I mean, really. I mean, you got people losing their homes, losing their jobs. They can't afford gas. They can't afford food. You know, and you want to call me crazy? It's ridiculous. You know, I seen things. I woke up, I seen it. You know, I've been paying attention to media and other sources other than the TV. You know, you got to get out there and research stuff. You know, I mean, I listened to people and called them crazy. And then I started checking on what they were telling me, trying to disprove what they were saying because I called them nuts. And I found out I was the one that was just following what I was being told. Believe in this politician. Believe in this news agency. People, you got to look at the facts. You got to look at what's going on. I mean, it's getting crazy out there, you know, and with the high price of everything right now, there's going to be more crimes. There's going to be more break-ins. I work for a grocery store. I seen 10 cents here, 10 cents there. This past week, I mean, I've seen prices jump so high. You know, we got orange juice for a gallon that's almost $8 now. A bag of cheese that's almost $8. I mean, it's getting ridiculous. The things that people want, most of the things that people need, the prices are just soaring out of control. I mean, and I was called nuts. Well, and I've kept to myself. I haven't posted up a lot of things lately. You know, they're cracking down on people posting stuff against the government, you know, for just stating facts. You know, it's getting out of control. You know, we've got family members that's out of work, that ain't going to be able to afford to eat. You know, people losing their homes. You know, I've been into the prepping for 2 years now. Actually, a little bit longer than that, but I made a lot of mistakes. I don't know everything. I learn something new every day. You know, and I do a lot of research on this stuff. You know, some things I do, maybe some people say are wrong, but that's how you learn. You know, we all learn from making mistakes. You know, I have a little bit of knowledge I'm willing to share, but you people need to really look at what's going on around you. You know, and thinking ahead, thinking of the worst case scenario and preparing for it, because you just never know. I mean, look at Japan. Nobody ever thought that you'd get that big of an earthquake. Then you'd have the tsunami, and then you'd have the reactor meltdowns. I mean, everything is out of control, and if you think that you shouldn't prepare for a natural disaster or a collapse of our government. I mean, they're going week to week at keeping this government going. So we got to look ahead. I mean, what happens if they do shut down? It ain't going to be a complete shutdown. We all know that. But some places may not get their checks. You know, some of these programs may not get their checks. Do you think these people are going to wait for Congress or the president to act before they feed their family? No. No, they're not. They're going to go get theirs one way or another. We've got protests all over the place. Countries, cities, here in the United States. It's getting crazy. This is the stuff that I've warned you about for over a year. I told you it was coming. You know, I found a alternative media, wide awake radio. I've sit back and I've watched and I've listened, and these people make a lot of sense. You know, I've joined up in the chat rooms and participated a few times, and I know now that I'm not alone in thinking the way I think. So there are people out there. You know, you got another YouTuber that is DEMCAD. You know, he has a lot of information on his channel that makes sense. You know, you got to read between the lines of what that TV is telling you. Turn it off. Get away from it. You know, I don't know what else to tell you. You know, I never thought I'd have to be doing some of the things I'm doing today to feed my family, protect my family. You know, I've been doing this for a couple of years, and I've saved a ton of money doing this. You know, and it's not just about preparing for the worst. It's preparing for the everyday, day-to-day life. You know, I've fed my kids. I've fed my family. You know, friends. It helps. You know, if there's anybody out there that wants to get involved in this, and you know, if I have a little bit of information that can help you get started. I made a lot of mistakes in the beginning. I can tell you what not to do in the beginning. I mean, I'm not perfect at this yet, but I learn something new every day on it. But people, you got to listen. You got to get involved. Do something to look towards the future to make sure you have what you need. You have to. You can't wait any longer. These prices are going up fast. Like I said, I see it every week. I'm the one that has to put those new tags up. You know, 10 cents here, 10 cents there. This week, it's 50 cents, $1, 75 cents. It's nuts. It's nuts, and it's not going to get any better. You know, pay attention to these alternative news sources and check them out. Just listen. You know, open your mind up to what they're trying to tell you, because if you don't, you're not going to see it when it hits you, and then you're going to be surprised and unprepared. You know, you must get prepared. Start today. That's all I've got. You know, I just wanted to do a quick video, and you know, if there's anybody that understands what I'm saying, that you know, wants to get into this and get started, you know, I don't know everything, but I can help you out a little bit. You know, just you know how to contact me. That's all I got. Bye.